Attention, this following video that you are about to watch will be enhanced by an external website that filters low-quality audio by AI entirely. Parts of this video will contain some parts that are enhanced by artificial intelligence entirely. Please take heed of this warning that the original might affect their voices once enhanced. This means that the speech you hear will be crystal clear, rather than the original ones aforementioned. Some high-definition or high-quality voices will not be enhanced. Examples are Brian, James, Tom, etc., as it is reason to believe that it will be impossible to enhance high-quality voices. However, it is possible that only some that contain low-quality voices will be enhanced further, to digitally remaster not only video, but audio content and performance. It might also optimize the audio to ensure speech can be heard clearly. Video and audio discretion authorized by the viewer is strongly advised.
Sometimes I have to stay cool and become a freelancer manga artist all at once. But for my brothers, they tend to do lots of things no artist has ever done before. For example, here's what they appear to be when they started drawing and coloring.
The first one is okay, maybe it matches to the original color scheme.
It kind of looks like it, but pay close attention to his hat.
Well, okay, but it just needs some life and style to it.
Clearly see his hat and you might want to know about it. This scheme was probably in use by Ishikawa himself.
To prevent the confusion of my new hat, his brothers started coloring me so that it might advance through my new style of a different scheme. Klaxon, not so much.
As you can see, I on the other hand match just like the comic book variant of me. What, without any special effect, helps me keep track of my own hat.
Realize their illustrated concepts since their first work here in my house. This concept was actually made in 1970, later until 1976 of that year. In many forms, these are just many simple ways they can do to inspire my art concepts. They intended to use more character concepts made through my previous works. As a manga artist like me, I never give up on making more character concepts. Notice the other concepts that I just made while giving it to the brothers. Each concept of a character can be in many other forms like this one.
People say my name had to be Logan Cummings, despite the name given in the 20th century.
But note the accent I speak, in which it might be of a Calvin Burnside descendant.
From which I normally got my name Albert Maxwell. Is that assumed my location is in Florida? No offense, though. But others mention that I live far away from my homestead.
Despite of how I speak through my accent, I always tend to have the Colonel Klaxon feel to it.
But note the name had to be given through Jim's last name, an actor born in Youngstown.
You see, my brothers usually keep the ones I've created over the years, and the other ones they've used as my inspiration from way back in the 1930s. It's pretty interesting to know. The other version of their concepts are slightly different to the first one. Pretty much not to be extremely confused, their other concepts have been inspired by me.
Normally my name had to be Fernando Powers, despite the given name I have chosen.
And note that my name was Johnny Walton, except for the name of Walton, in which my ancestors gave me the chosen name. If I'm like Nick Wilde, but with a different hat, it doesn't differ to matter the opinion of this resemblance.
And note the last accent in which I tend to give it is Colonel Klaxon feeling, and I always chat as Colonel Klaxon vibe if applicable.
In continuation, one of my brothers had many concepts while making new characters. Here is another example of how my brothers started drawing their own concepts. This is yet another illustrated concept while planning on a trip to Assago. The picture of this is quite surreal though. But notice that their new concepts are not like most concepts. It only takes an infinite hour of 19 trillion minutes to finish this concept. But it might only take them 21 trillion in less than 24 hours over the span of 6 trillion.
You're going out of context.
Sorry, as I was saying, it took them less than 3 hours to finish this new concept before dusk.
That is also true, although assume my given name was Elmer Brantley.
And many people might consider having a play on name, such as Randy Girls, but my only name was already entitled to me.
You can tell that they're not counterparts or rivals of their new concepts. Knowing the fact that they do belong to ABC television productions, it cannot be changed. To top this one off, instead of suits, they're wearing different colored hoodies. The same can occur in this next concept. Although it is not like these other concepts, The other ones are different.
Note the accent in which it has been changed throughout many months.
And please assume my accent in which it had came through Russia. My name ought to be Kosilis Krenovchergansky, but please hence my Bulgarian name.
Me and my brothers were planning on going to a hotel next to Tokyo, but don't confuse me nor my brother for it. They had to make more and more other concepts made by them, inspired by me as well. It wasn't all that easy until we checked in. That was in 1989. Imagine a different concept, but not given by the illustrated author yet. It was then said to be the last color scheme of a comic book variant. To be fair, this was my original concept way back before my old ones. It wasn't my brother's inspirations, but they had settled it for themselves. I as a manga artist might make this statement true beyond this point.
Well, I'm glad that cement bucket is gone. I was hoping for it to grab hold of it in the next comic book release.
Since over time, me and my brothers were on task in my company in Japan, and it was an immediate smash hit yet. My brothers and I have made hard-working concepts over the years. And to tell you the truth, we never stop at bringing success throughout my job. In mid-conclusion, these brothers are true professionals, as to what they say.